Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Intruder. And I remember seeing the trailer for this and thinking, this could be a crazy, fun thriller. Dennis Quaid looks like he's hamming it up like crazy. I was right about one of those things. Dennis Quaid indeed was hamming up like crazy. And I'm going to talk about him real quick because honestly he's the main positive in this film because the rest of this movie is pretty garbage. But Dennis Quaid really brings it. He brings this over-the-top, really intense performance, and it feels like he's having a lot of fun. And I have a lot of fun watching him. And actually, to the detriment of the film, I'm enjoying watching him too much because I care more about him a lot of the time during this movie than this couple that he is definitely stalking. But here's the issue. Why do I feel that way? Because our main character is a complete piece of shit. Pardon my language, but honestly, Michael Ealy's character, Scott, in this film, I absolutely hated him. It's just like, he goes around flirting with other women. He provokes so many things. He just acts like an asshole. And there's parts where it's like, there's this big thing about he is afraid of guns. And he's very staunch about that. Something in his past happened. It's like, that could be something that could build some character development, which they completely undermine and just throw in your face. And then it just turns into exactly what you would expect the ending of this movie to be. And it's just like, whatever. Megan Good, she's fine in it, but the thing is, he makes a lot of dumb decisions. She's just so oblivious to everything, is always just like, yeah, come on over, Charlie. And he's just like, oh, thank you. And it's just like, why would you be saying yes to all these things? She gets played so bad, and you're just, honestly, you could be screaming at the screen and just being like, what are you doing? And honestly, her character is pretty just there. Honestly, she's kind of just there to be an attractive figure in this film for Dennis Quaid's character to, like, fall for and want to do things too. And, like, Dennis Quaid does such a good job of selling his performance that it makes you question whether this guy is that bad or not. But then they put in these awkward scenes where he's just like snapping, and even some of the shots in this, like Dennis Quaid, like really owns his performance. Michael Ealy, when he's like angry, looks so weird and odd and just off. And the story is ridiculous. So many of the decisions make no sense. And, like, really when it comes down to it, it's like what's driving this whole entire movie is just kind of like, I don't care by the end. This guy is a scumbag. And then so's Dennis Quaid's character because he is the bad guy in this movie. He is very obviously doing horrible things to people. But for some reason, you keep wanting to root for him at moments because that's how bad our main character is too. And the direction of this is so obnoxious when there's actual action and like interactions between characters in like a violent way. It's shot and edited so badly. It's like, grrr! And I'm like, I can't see what's going on. And then you quick edit it so to the next shot that is just like, I lose my bearings of what the hell's going on. Just bad. And I feel like there's scenes that are just so, the sound mixing so off because the music's just blasting so loud, and I feel like I'm watching a music video for something where what's going on screen doesn't really matter as much as the music playing. And some of the music are poor choices, and the score is so manipulative. It's just like, this is exactly how you should be feeling right now. And there's jump scares with the obnoxious sound design around it. That's just like, that would have been a lot creepier if the camera just panned and you just see it in the background instead of that, and just like, this movie could have been so much better. But the script takes itself way too seriously, and it looks like Dennis Quaid's the only one that was like, you know what? This could be a lot better if this was tongue-in-cheek and we had a lot more fun with it. But Deon Taylor's the director. It isn't well directed. There's horrible pacing issues. There's like 20 minutes of just blah, stupid stuff going on in this movie that probably could have been cut. David Lowery, who wrote this film, it's just like, none of it makes sense. This is just bad, honestly, and it's really disappointing because this film could have been fun, but it's not. And those are my thoughts. And if you disagree, let me know. Let's talk some movies. If not, comment. Let's talk some movies. Either way. Can have a fun time talking about how ridiculous this movie is. But thank you, as always, for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.